wish a hearty mazel tov to the family at large, specifically to the Balson family, to the Fishbein family, to the Thor family, and to the Zutler family. We all have a great deal of nachas from Eliyahu, and attend those many simchas Be'ezus Hashem he will have in his lifetime. Amen. Although people attend and they have the schus, I want to say, to attend the Pinyan HaBen, but in reality, when you speak to individuals, how did you feel? What was the significance of what you saw? It's all a puzzle, because it's based upon a few psukim in the Torah, and based upon that, we have all the ramifications of what we see in the ceremony of a Pinyan HaBen. Why is there a Pinyan HaBen? Because the Torah tells us that the Rebbeinu Shalom said that he will go through Mitzrayim during the night where there will be the exodus from Egypt, and he will strike every firstborn Egyptian man or child. And because of that, the Rebbeinu Shalom says, Kaddish Li, therefore it's incumbent upon you, the Jewish people, that when they have the firstborn son, so he should be Kodesh. He should have a sanctity. It is a very uniqueness about the Bechor. The Bechor looks like any other child, but it is a tremendous chus for a couple to have a child that is a Bechor. And the question is that since the Rebbeinu Shalom said that because the Bechor is so different, so special, Kaddishly, I want to make him holy. He's going to have a Kedusha. And when the child is born, it's as if you're holding a little Sefer Torah. The child has that Kedusha already. So the Mefarshim ask a very interesting question. If the Kedusha that is given to the Bechor is such a wonderful thing, it's such a wonderful matana from the Rebbeinu Shalom, so why is the mitzvah to redeem the Bechor? Let him hold on to the Kedusha. We have a mitzvah in the Torah, Kedoshim Tiyu. We strive to have Kedusha. So here's a Bechor who has the Kedusha, and we take a Kohen, and he leads the ceremony, and he redeems the Kedusha from the Bechor. How could we understand this mitzvah? I think that there is a parsha in the Torah that will give us a little elucidation and clarification of what the essence and the significance of a Pinyan HaBen is. The Torah tells us in Parashas Korach, there's a rebellion against Aaron, and Korach and his cohorts are rebelling, and they're saying that we want to become the Kohen of Klal Yisrael. So what happened was Hashem showed them It's not going to happen. And the earth swallowed them up. Towards the end of the very second of that very same parsha, you'd think that Bnei Yisrael got the message. Again, we read an incident where the Jews come complaining to Aaron, you have no right to be the Kohen, we want to be the Kohanim. So the Ribbono Shel Olam wanted to settle this problem right in the bud. So they made the following request. That each leader of the tribes was to submit his staff or walking stick to Aaron. And among those sticks was Aaron's stick, Aaron's staff. And the indication as to who would be the chosen one to be the Kohen, a miracle will take place where there will be a budding of flowers, and eventually fruit will grow from the staff. So the Gemara tells us a very interesting thing. Aaron's staff was the one that indicated that he was chosen, because the staff, the long stick, whatever you want to call it, the walking stick, it had a bud on it, it had the flower, and it produced fruit, which was the almond. So everyone knew that Hashem selected Aaron HaKohen to remain the Kohen. So all the Mefarshim ask, how can this be? Anyone who knows a little botany knows that the process is that it first, the tree or the stick first grows a bud, then it develops into a flower, and before the actual almond grows, those two first things disintegrate. So when you look at the staff, you only see the almonds. So the question is, how is it possible that when they did this experiment, the staff contained the bud or the flower plus the almond? So everyone comes to the conclusion, it's a simple answer. This was a miracle. It was a deviation from nature. But the question is, why did Hashem make such a miracle? What was the significance of showing that the bud and the fruit can coexist? So Reb Moshe Feinstein, Zecher Tzaddik Livracha, offers a brilliant insight. And he says like this: how does the staff eventually produce fruit? It first must have a preparation. So that preparation is the budding of the flower. Once you have the flower, then and only then can the fruit grow. So the question is, why didn't we see this by the staff of Aaron? Why was there a deviation? Why did the Ribbono Shel Olam have to make such a miracle? So Reb Moshe says, the Torah wanted to teach us that perhaps in the future, people will be very, 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 very impressed. They'll see a Yid with a long white beard, with beautiful bekishe, and they say, wow, he's a tremendous Talmid Chacham. But no one realizes the toil, the yagiyah, the concentration that took place for this kid to become a Talmid Chacham. So therefore, the Torah wanted to teach us that before you can have a fruit, before there can be growth, there has to be preparation. And that preparation will ultimately reach its goal. The same we could understand with the mitzvah of a Pinyan Abed. Certainly the Rabbeinu Shalom said, Kaddish li kol bachar, and the bachar is holy. But that's not what the Rabbeinu Shalom wants us to understand. That the bachar is holy. That's it. You're missing the point. In order to come to sanctity and kedusha, it takes determination, it takes hard work, it takes toil. So therefore, the Torah tells us that on this staff of Aaron, the staff conveyed the tremendous lesson that the flower, the bud, and the fruit have to coexist. Only when there is the budding, the determination of looking and determining to do what you want to do, then and only then will you see fruit. And therefore, I would like to offer my bracha to Yoni and Sari. I want you to know that a Pinyan Aben, to be zoicha to a child who is a bachar, is a very unique thing. It's a matana from the Rabbeinu Shalom. You are very, very blessed. And therefore, my bracha to you is that you should have the stamina, you should have the determination to convey your lifestyle to Eliyahu. Sorry, your midos tovos, your Ahavas Yisrael, your Ahavas Torah should be transmitted to the Yeled HaKotel. And Yoni, with your love of Torah, your understanding of Torah, your Amkis Torah, you should be able to convey the beauty and what it means, the Amelis B'Torah. And when you will accomplish these two suggestions, Zeh Kotten Gadol Yeh, this little boy who is only a child, Gadol Yeh, he will be great. He will be growing up and being great. Gadol B'Torah, Gadol B'Midos, Gadol B'Ahavas Yisrael, Gadol B'Ahavas HaTorah. And in that schus, you will have tremendous, tremendous nachas from Eli. And the whole family, and all of us who have assembled in the schus of the tremendous mitzvah that we have participated